So at first I didn't know how to start out this video. As you can tell, I've traveled out of the country. Right now I'm in Bermuda, the first place I really ever truly called home. Even though I wasn't born here, I was born in Huntsville, but that Huntsville is Huntsville. So up here, I have family here, and this is my first time back in 12 years. I've been back for about 2 weeks now, and it's pretty amazing. And it's funny because I did not foresee this at all. Nike just dropped a commercial about what makes a champion.
You want to know the secret to victory? Fail to make the varsity team.
Start your career as a walk-on.
Go 3-13 your rookie season.
Lead the league in interceptions.
Take a perfect team and blow a perfect season.
Spend 108 years as a lovable loser.
This arena denied a shot at history by an unseeded opponent.
Be on the wrong side of the biggest upset in your sport.
You really want to know the secret to victory?
And heartbreak for Matt Ryan, who is in utter disbelief.
Defeat. Come on, one more. Set. Yeah! All right, again.
Make defeat your fuel.
First of all, it gave me hope that the Atlanta Falcons are going to go 19-0 this season. No doubt in my mind. You can put money on it. You can come back to this video. But Falcons are about to go 19-0. Second of all, I found it very relatable because, like in the video, I saw failure quite a bit this year actually. I applied for like so many jobs and so many internships this school year, and especially one in LA that I was really banking on. But turns out I didn't get it. So I looked at my summer like it was going to be just a boring culmination of me just working for tips until I passed out, and then hopefully have enough change to pay for room and board, and then maybe some pocket change for the fall. But I got a phone call about 2 weeks ago from my uncle. He said, Malcolm, why don't you come back down here? You haven't been back in a long time. You can see family, you can see friends, you can see places where you used to grow up and places you used to go to school and go to the beach. I said, why not? Also turns out he's running for office here. He's running for Parliament, constituency 14, in Devonshire Northwest here in Bermuda. So like while I'm here, I came up with like a list of places that I have to go and I have to do. I have to go back to my old school. I have to go back to my old house, even though someone lives there. I'm just gonna have to be sneaky. And where else have I have to go Horseshoe Bay, because that was a beach I always went to when I was a kid. I almost died there on multiple occasions. Some of the best times of my life. And I have to see like what my uncle does and like what his process is, because it's another opportunity to learn, and that's what I live for. Also, Jay-Z dropped 444, and it is amazing. I just have to say my favorite song on the album is the story of OJ, because like I feel as if I've heard that story many times. I feel as if I've heard those words many times from like Kanye West or like other movies or like just me in real life. But hearing it from Jay-Z and like the cartoon that goes with it is just awesome. So like, in terms of family, you know how your parents have those really good friends that they grew up with or they went to school with, and then you grew up around, so they're basically like your aunts and uncles, and like their kids are like your cousins? That's basically the case with my uncle right here. They went to college together. They went to Oakwood University in Huntsville, Alabama together. And then after they did that, my parents moved us out here and where they're from. And so we grew up with like dad's friends and like his kids and like his family. So yeah, they're basically family. And also the reason why I chose an HBCU, because like the way they talk about all their experiences and whatnot, the way they talk about like just the relationships and stuff they've done, like it's kind of like the dream, you know? All right, so this is Horseshoe Bay. This is where like my family would come to hang out at the beach, and it smells just as good as I remember with a hint of barbecue. The sand feels just as good. That's where we would go to cliff jump right there, right? And then down here, all the way down there, past that sand right there, right here, that's where you would go for like if you want like a little private party on the beach, because no one walked all the way down there. But yeah, this is wild, man. This is where I went to school from like kindergarten to first grade. This is where I went to school. I remember right there is where I broke my neck, like nearly broke my neck like 5 times a day. There used to be a seesaw right there that like 50 kids would get on at one time. There's another seesaw, I remember that one. I'd get in trouble all the time for climbing this tree right here. I got beat up in that jungle gym, and then I beat someone else up in that jungle gym. Oh man, these swings, being the first person to get to these swings was always a bloodbath. I remember every day we would line up right here. Oh, here's the gym right here. I remember we'd have to walk through every day, after classes every day, because my dad worked at the school. We would walk from this building to this building right here to get to my dad's classroom. And it felt like we were walking 10 miles every day. So this right here, this is a house where I grew up in. Like, I used to climb this tree. I used to jump off of like those steps and like that little stage right there. Like, I remember we would always sit like right here and wait for the mailman to come. I remember this house seems so much bigger.
It looks like no one lives here.
Yeah. And then we used to ride our bikes down this hill like every day. Like, cause we never got tired of it, so we were just always doing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I remember we had our neighbors here. They used to have a loquat tree right there, and we would always sneak into their yard to get some loquats, like fresh loquats. Sometimes they were green, so they were like really sour too. So that just made it even better.